You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in.
Snow White is running for president.
I'm launching my campaign.
Do you see this delusion? It's like, sweetheart, the only reason anybody cares what you have to say is because you're pretty. You know what I mean? Like, we live in this delusion where we care about a 21-year-old's political opinion. She's not smart, not intelligent, she's just pretty.
Woke women are destroying relationships. Hi everyone, welcome back to Love Factual, your one-stop destination for all things related to love, relationships, and the fascinating aspects that make our hearts beat faster. Now, if you're new here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our deep dive conversations about the world of love. Now, today's discussion promises to be truly eye-opening, and it's a topic I've been eager to explore. Now, we're going to dive deep into the concept of woke women and how they're reshaping the landscape of relationships. Now, we'll explore the high expectations often brought into relationships and the crucial shifts we need in our mindset about divorce and gender roles. Now, to kick things off, let's delve deeper into this intriguing topic by examining the thought-provoking story of the husband store. Now, this story serves as a vivid metaphor, brilliantly encapsulating the issues we're about to explore. Now, here's the story. Imagine a store where women can choose husbands, but with a twist. As they ascend the floors, the men become increasingly attractive, yet the women can never return downstairs to previous floors. And the last floor has no men at all, only a sign saying you have run out of options. Now, this is a stark illustration of how women often seek more and more, never truly finding contentment. But let me ask you a question. Why did I choose to share this story? And what does it reveal about the challenges within modern dating and relationships? Now, listen, it serves as a wake-up call to the unrealistic expectations that many women carry today. In this society, many women have high expectations to the point where they are delusional. Now, we're living in an era where women have gained tremendous independence and power in relationships. While that may be fantastic for some, it has also led to a shift in dynamics and a mindset that in most cases hinders love. Now, listen to an older guy. I'm telling you, we have a problem. Now, let's talk about the impact of divorce and that mindset shift. The availability of divorce also plays a significant role in shaping how people approach relationships today. It certainly does. Now listen, we must agree that mentally removing divorce as an easy way out can completely transform the dynamics of a relationship. When you set the boundaries in the beginning that divorce is not an option, then they're bound to work it out. Couples are bound to seek ways of fixing the problems. You see, so when we mentally remove divorce as an option, couples are compelled to work through their difficulties, their issues, their problems, and find common ground. It fundamentally changes the perspective on commitment. The problem is that we have made it too easy for people to just walk in and out of marriages, in and out of relationships, as if we're playing a game of musical chairs. Here's another thing that we need to talk about: the equality concept and the competitive relationships. Men and women are competing for the same position. And it's not supposed to be like that. Man has his role, a woman has her role. But unfortunately, there are many who tell you that the roles are equal. There's equality in roles and function, and it ain't so. Okay? From what I know and what I've read in my Bible, it tells me that a woman has her role and the man has his. All right, so how has the notion of complete gender equality influenced relationships? And what challenges might it pose? Now, this is a very good question, so here is my answer. The idea that men and women are entirely interchangeable is a common misconception. We must embrace our unique qualities and strengths, but unfortunately, this concept has often led to a competitive mindset, making relationships feel more like a roommate arrangement than a deep, fulfilling connection. Listen, men and women were not created equal. We have different sets of unique attributes. Men are built for strength and their ability to create things, while women are built for the unique emotional value and the ability to do more than one thing at the same time. Men, no matter how they try, can never multitask. It's just not possible, but women can. And those are two things that you look at and you say, yeah, women are uniquely set for multitasking. They've got that built-in innate ability to do that, while men can only focus on one thing at a time. Otherwise, they'll mess things up. That's just one of those things. And we also have to embrace our unique contributions. All right, let's talk about embracing unique contributions. Now, that's a powerful insight that we need to pay more attention to, because in reality, successful relationships are all about recognizing and appreciating each partner's unique strength and contributions. Listen, without confusing gender roles, this is the problem we are having in this modern world. Somehow, somebody fooled the so-called intelligent ones into thinking that they can reinvent the wheel or put a square peg in a round hole. I want you to listen closely. Males and females are not interchangeable.
Said, Chase, would you rather smash the hottest trans woman in the world or the oldest woman in the world? Honestly, bro, the oldest woman in the world, because then I wouldn't be gay. Are you like, Chase, how dare you be transphobic?
Yes, actually, what the f*** do you mean?
Because if I had sex with a trans woman, I'd be having sex with a biological man, and I don't want to do that. Because I'd be gay if I had sex with a biological man.
That's not gay.
That's
and
gay.
I don't shut the f*** up, actually.
I'm
gonna be a bar at all.
She's right. I mean, that's really hateful, bro.
She's not. Would technically be homosexual. A trans woman is a biological man. Sue me. It's true. You know what God said? It said He made the man and women. Who knew that stating biological facts would make people walk off the show?
After all, we look around in nature and biology tells us that males are males and females are females. The only set of people that get that wrong are human beings. But in the animal kingdom, they already know what that is and they go along with that. I don't know why we seem to try to change this. This is why we're having major problems in our relationships and in understanding what relationships are all about. But anyway, we won't get into that. But let's take another look at working as a team and combining finances. That's another issue that we have in our relationships that we have got to fix. It's not a partnership, it's a team. So a thriving relationship is built on teamwork and shared responsibilities. Instead of maintaining separate finances, couples should strive to collaborate and promoting a more harmonious and fulfilling relationship. This is how it works. You work together. After all, no man is an island, and it takes two to make things work. Now, this may be a hierarchy, but it is not our dictatorship. You have to understand that the man is the head of the home. He is the head of the wife, according to scripture. And when we work together as a team, it works well. When we try to work together as partners, it don't work because one tries to overrule the other. There is no set leader in the relationship. Both wants to lead, and it can't work that way. There has to be a set leader. The woman has to respect her husband. Husband has to love his wife. That's the way it works. There can be no love without respect. There can be no respect without love. Both work together hand in hand. Another thing I want to talk about is navigating communication and challenges. Listen, communication is another crucial aspect. I talk about that all the time. So here, what strategies can couples employ to navigate the challenges they encounter in their relationships? I'm glad that you asked that question. So let me say that effective communication is the cornerstone of any healthy relationships. It's essential to create a safe space for open and honest conversation where both parties can express their need and concern. Because guess what? If you cannot talk, then it is safe to say that you cannot build. Now, lack of communication will definitely destroy any relationship. Like I said, you can't talk, you can't build. You might as well go your own way because nobody is listening. This is where we find ourselves today. We need to get back to building good and strong relationships. After all, the statistics especially in the black community, is that only 1 in 4 female will get married. It's time that we turn that around. Okay? So we need to communicate. Ladies, you need to listen. Men, you need to listen also, but you need to learn to love your wife, and wives, you need to respect your husbands. Next thing, making time for each other. This is very, very important and very critical. All right, so we know that time is precious. It's a precious commodity. And in our busy lives where we got so much stuff going on, we need to ask the question, how can couples ensure they make time for each other and maintain the spark in their relationships? And I'm glad that you asked that question. Here's the thing though, quality time is vital for maintaining a strong connection. Now, we need to set aside dedicated moments to enjoy each other's company. Whether through date nights or a shared hobby, we got to figure out special times to connect. Okay? And this can rekindle the romance and deepen the bond. Gentlemen, listen. You need to be emotionally available. Be emotionally invested in your woman. Not because you want her. That don't mean that you're able to keep her. Not without putting in the work. This is where the problem comes in. A lot of us gentlemen, after we get the woman, we figure, I dated you, I got you, I don't need to put in the work. Yes, you do. If you don't, things will go south and the relationship will become sour. All right, so let's take a look at rekindling intimacy. Now, as relationships evolve, maintaining intimacy is essential. Now, the advice that I have for couples looking to rekindle the spark in their love life is this. Rediscovering intimacy involves exploring each other's desires and fantasies. Open communication, trust, and a willingness to try new things can breathe new life into any relationship. Now, at times we must make compromises for things to work. Go watch a movie that you would not ordinarily watch because that's what your spouse wants to see. Bring home flowers just because. Now, do little things for each other to say, I love you and you matter to me. These are things that we've got to think about. Men can fall into complacency and do nothing special for their women because, hey, always keep in mind that she wants to know that she is still your special girl, especially after children come into the picture and after years of marriage. She still wants to know your heart beats a certain way because of her. Come on now, gentlemen, Come on, let's get this right. We know that after children, sometimes women, they put on weight, different things change. We're getting older. We're not the same. But still, it's superficial. The things that happen are superficial, and we need to continue to love and cherish each other and build that strong bond as we get older. After all, listen, the younger generation, they're looking at us. So we have to be able to show them how this thing works, how it should work. Because unfortunately, this modern generation has no clue how to make relationships work. And this is why they're going around in circles, and many of them can't figure out how this thing is supposed to work. We are supposed to show them how it's done. So, in my conclusion, first of all, I want to thank you for joining us on this extended journey into the world of relationships and love. Now, if you enjoyed today's episode, please give a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Now, we'll be back soon with more captivating content on love, relationships, and all the aspects that make hearts skip a beat. Now, until next time, remember to embrace your uniqueness, work together as a team, and keep those expectations in check. Now, listen, love is a journey, and we're here to explore it together. Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode of Love Factual. I am William Nelson Ryan, and I will tell you, may God bless you.